Hey there, Fit Fam, Michael here, MorelliFit.com, and in this video, I am going to share with you 3 things or tips that you can implement today to increase the rate at which you lose fat. All right, the first one is cycle your carbs. All right, if you've been following me on Instagram, you know I'm documenting this carb cycle journey. All right, it's probably really easy for you to say on the other side of that, he's got a carb cycling book coming out right now, that's why he's recommending that. No, that's not the case. I really don't care if you ever buy a thing from me. My job is to present facts based on client testimonials and success and my own success. All right, I come from a paleo style, a Paleolithic style, whole foods sort of regimented diet. All right, and you'll see that the starting picture on Instagram is that's the physique that I got from that type of diet, all right? Basically eat whole foods from as close to nature as possible, and I'm not saying that that's not okay, and I'm not saying that doesn't look good. What I'm saying is that if you want to lose fat faster, if you want to carve out your abdominals, then you've got to start looking at various ways to cycle your carbs, and essentially what you're going to do is you're going to cycle your carbs from high to low. All right, you're going to rotate days from high to low, and you're going to insert a cheat meal, all right, a reward meal, so to speak. And you won't have to do. The book is coming out soon. Yes, I'm taking out 100% of the guesswork. I'm going to go through all of the major questions and concerns and myths surrounding the carb cycle diet. So you'll have that. I'm going to give you 3 different levels of carb cycles to choose from, a beginner and an intermediate and advanced, based on how fast you want to lose fat. And I'm going to give you a meal planner, a macro list, and a grocery guide. You will have everything from A to Z to carb cycle. All right. So cycle your carbs, even right now, cycle your carbs from high to low and insert a cheat meal once a week, and you're going to experience, again, some major fat loss, I promise, all right? So the second thing here is increase protein, all right? Why would you want to increase protein? Well, the first thing is protein is very satiating. It's the most satiating macronutrient there is. So oftentimes, if you've ever tried this, you know, if you sit down and you've got your protein, your fats, and your carbohydrates, and you eat your protein first really slowly, you eat that piece of steak or that piece of chicken or something that slowly, you are going to feel so much more full. By the time you get to your fats and carbohydrates, you're going to be like, oh, and you're going to eat less of them. All right, that's rule number 1. The second thing is it's the most, it has a thermic effect. So essentially what that means is your body expends more calories to break down protein than it does any other macronutrient. Okay, that's number 2. The third thing is that oftentimes when you increase your protein, all right, you displace another macronutrient, and usually that's carbs. All right, so all of these things happen when you increase your protein, which are all going to promote fat loss. All right, very important. And then you've got the benefits of the repairing of the cell tissue and the muscles and all of that as well. All right, so number 3, let's talk a little bit about your training. What would this be if I left training out? So we have to talk a little bit about training. For fat loss, all right, you have to get some weight training in. All right, you have to get some weight training in, and then I recommend after weight training, high intensity interval training. All right, it is effective. That's why I recommend it, because if we're talking about my program, Hit Max, all right, we have over 17,000. By the time you watch this video, over 17,000 members in my Hit Max program. We've got 70 plus testimonials, with more coming in every single day. Go to the page, go to our testimonials page on HitMax, read some of this stuff. It is effective, and that's why I recommend it. All right, I've even gotten emails from trainers, from personal trainers, who are using this in their classes, who say that this program has it down to a science. All right, so the link will be below. Check that out. But really quickly, let's talk about this. Let's say that you've got 60 minutes. Which is a good amount of time, a good chunk of time. You've got 60 minutes to work out. What do I recommend? I don't just recommend Hit Max unless you're just very beginner you're just starting out, then you know what? HIIT Max by itself for a while is perfectly fine, all right? But if you've been at it and you have a little bit of experience in weights, you've done some cardio, and you also have some HIIT experience, then this is what I want you to do. 60 minutes, all right? 40 minutes of weights, 20 minutes or so of HIIT Max, all right? In this order, weights come first, then comes your HIIT. How can you can probably look at this in 40 minutes. I can't get my weights done in 40 minutes. Yes, you can. Let me show you how. All right, so upper body, lower body. All right, upper body, lower body. More circuit-based training, right? The goal is fat loss. More circuit-based training, upper body, lower body. So you pick a squat, all right? And then you pick a push exercise. You pick a shoulder press. I'm just giving you examples here, all right? So you're here, you're here, and then you're here. A little bit of rest, all right? 30 to 60 seconds max. That's all you need here. Then you rest again here, and then you come back to upper body. Choose 4 of these, right? So you've got A1, and you've seen this before, A1, A2, down to D1, D2, all right? You can get this done in 40 minutes. Add up the time that it takes you. You're talking about 40 minutes here. Then you go back, then you go to your HIIT Max, and I'm telling you, this is fat loss in a nutshell, all right? Dial in your carb cycle, increase your protein, and train like this, and voila, I promise you. I want to know, if you're not doing this, start doing this, and leave me a message below and tell me what you think. Because I know what the result, I know what's going to happen. I know because it's happening every single day. So listen, with that, that's what I have for you today. 3 takeaways. Cycle your carbs, increase your protein consumption, and train 60 minutes weights, followed by HIIT. It doesn't have to be HIIT Max, it could just be HIIT. Obviously, HIIT Max is proven, and I know you'll be successful with it. So with that, listen, be patient, stay the course, and let's get fit together. Take care.